Hello, may buntag. Hello? May buntag. Before we start the opening of bids, may I request everybody to stand for a prayer to be led by admin. Happy Idil Peter. So, may I request the Secretariat to do the roll call for the members present to determine the quorum?
Okay. Yes, good morning, Madam Chair. Today we will open bids for civil works of 25 kg, 0040, 0041, and 0042, and various procurement for goods. I will now call the roll of back members to determine the quorum. We have our chairperson, Maria Lisa E. Pumikpik. Back Vice Chairperson, Mokamadali P. Pundugar. Back Regular Member, Efren A. Tulod. Back Member, Eleanor F. Cabaluna. We have 4 out of 6, Madam Chair, and we have a quorum.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Karen. By the virtue vested in me as the chairman of this committee, I now declare this committee in session. Again, Ma'am Karen, may I request to call the roll call of the members of TWG and Secretariat, and please proceed to the participating bidders online and on-site.
Yes, for TWG, we have our TWG head engineer, Socarno Hajinor. Other TWG members, Engineer Paul Brian H. Opeña, Engineer Mara B. Montejo, Engineer Ernesto Rowell Chu III, Mr. Atilano Gahi, Engineer Ivan Sinahon, Engineer Juris Quadrillero. That's all. And for Secretariat, we have Architect Aisel Villarde, Miss Nora Anoos, Miss Salma Amer, Mr. Rani Hardinaso, Mr. Jaime Michona, Mr. Julito Magno, and Engineer Aljunaira Miraato, who will do our eligibility check today. For our participating bidders, we have Charles Martires from Prime House Builders, Johari Otikal Al-Amen Builders, Abdul Muhaimen Lukman from NDP, Juliet Marshall Al-Fahad Builders, and Zainal Isunal from Al-Kaod Construction and Supply. For our goods procurement, we have Ruby Haganas from Noor Sapphire, Brenda Fabren from Mectronics, Gretel Rizalda, San Isidro Labrador, Brenda, I already called. Duha de iyang attendance. Alfahad Builders, um, Fast Enterprises, and Zia Zainal Ismael from Alcaod Construction and Supply. That's all, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Ma'am Karen. What happened to our microphone? Oh, okay. So, again, may I request the Secretariat to read the minutes of the previous meeting
May
for
I
these
request to be
projects?
recognized, Architect Isel Velarde, for the minutes.
Okay, please go ahead, Architect.
Okay, this is the reading of the previous minutes. This is a pre-bid conference dated last March 17, 2025. This is concerning for the pre-bid conference for the 25 kg 0040 up to 25 kg 0042. And the minutes goes for the call to order and introduction. Back chairperson Engineer Maria Lisa Pumipik presided and called the meeting to order for the pre-bid conference for 25 kg 0040 up to 25 kg 0042 at the conference room, second floor, DPWH Lanao del Norte, 1st District Engineering Office Building. The meeting started with a prayer led by Back Secretariat member Engineer Mindalano, and Back Secretariat Head Engineer Reyes made a roll call and reported to the Back Chairman that the Back members are in quorum. She also acknowledged the presence of the Back TWG Back Secretariat members present during the conference. She also reported that there were no currently viewing the online broadcast of the conference. Then the back chairman declared that the meeting is in session. For the reading of the previous minutes, back secretariat Architect Velarde read the minutes of the previous meeting, and after the reading, the back chairman then asked the back members if they had any corrections to the minutes being read. No one raised a concern, so the back chairman declared approval of the minutes of the previous meeting. For basic presentation of the project, the brief presentation of the contract data by the Planning and Design Section Chief Engineer Tulod, and he informed everybody that the project presented is part of the CY 2025 project based from the GAA 2025 listing under the Convergence Project of the Department of Agriculture. Detailed presentation of the contract data and details was made by Engineer Canubida of the Planning and Design Section. For contract ID number 25 kg 0040, concreting of Barangay Taguranao FMR, Barangay Taguranao Tubod, Lanao del Norte, with an approved budget of the contract of 9,950,000 pesos. And for the contract under 25 kg 0041, concreting of Barangay Matampay FMR, Barangay Matampay, Matungao, Lanao del Norte, with an approved budget of the contract 9,950,000 pesos. And for 25 kg 0042, concreting of Barangay Napo FMR, Barangay Napo, Linamon, Lanao del Norte, with an approved budget of the contract 9,950,000 pesos. The presenter advised the contractors to check the website for any supplemental bid bulletins and announcement, and also added the contractors should visit the plan and design section for the schedule of the site inspection of the project. For questions and comments of the bidders and responses of the BAC and other DPWH officials, BAC Vice Chairman asked the planning engineers the possible content of the pay items facilities for the field engineers. Planning engineers explained that the contents of the pay item explain the contents of the pay item, and if there are any other corrections, the planning will submit documents for the possible bid bulletin. Chairman asked the planning engineers if the cost of the removal of trees and forest charges had been included in the program work, and the planning engineers replied positively that the charges had been included in the program of work. There and for the adjournment, there had been no other remaining topics for discussion. The back Chairman, Mr. Pundugar, made a motion for adjournment, and the motion was then seconded by back member Engineer Manan. Then the back chairman declared the adjournment of the conference at 11:44 a.m. So that is it for the reading of the previous minutes. The pre-bid conference for 25 kg 0040 to 25 kg 0042. That is the reading of the minutes, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you, Architect. how about the goods? Do we have minutes of that? Okay. So thank you. Now we will proceed to the opening of bids. And may I request Engineer Socarno Hajinor to read the bid proposals
Yes.
and Engineer Tulod for the checklist. So we will have to start. We'll start with the civil works. So we'll start with the civil works. Anyway, it is only 3 projects.
Okay, may peace and blessings of the Almighty God be upon us all. And good morning, everyone. We have three infra project to be open. And the first is contract ID number 25 KG 0040 for the concreting of Barangay Taguranao FMR, Barangay Taguranao, Tubod, Lanao del Norte. The first bidder is Prime House Builders and Enterprises. For the technical proposal of Prime House, side tabbing, paginated. Okay, certificate of PhilJIPS registration, certificate of business name registration, business permit, regular contractor's license, statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, single largest completed contract, net financial contracting capacity, NFCC, tax clearance certificate, bid securing declaration, signed and notarized, contractor's organizational chart for the project, list of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract. List of contractors' equipment with OR and CR. Statement of availability of equipment, signed and authorized. Wala siya. Lease contract agreement, signed and authorized. Statement of availability of rented equipment, signed and authorized. List of laboratory apparatus, equipment. Statement of availability of laboratory equipment, signed and authorized. Construction method. Construction schedule and scope. Construction schedule and per CPM. Manpower schedule. Equipment schedule. Construction safety and health program. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and notarized. Anti-trafficking in persons company policy. Application for PCMA. Affidavit of site inspection, signed and authorized, with attached JOTAG picture. Certification, certifying that the contractors are using concrete mix from DPWH accredited batching plant, signed and authorized. Passed. For the financial proposal of Prime House, paginated and with side tabbing. Bid form. Bill of quantities. Summary of bid prices. Detailed estimates. Summary of material unit cost. Summary of equipment unit cost. Cash flow. Payment schedule. For Prime House, the bid amount is 9,832,886 pesos and 82 centavos. Again, 9,832,886 pesos, 2 centavos without discount offered. Ms. Chair, may we proceed to the next?
Yes, please, Engineer Hadinor.
The second bidder is Al-Amin Builders for the technical originated and with side dubbing. Certificate of field jobs registration, regular contractor's license, statement of all ongoing government and private contract, single largest completed contract or SLCC, computation of net financial contracting capacity or the NFCC, Tax clearance certificate. Bid securing declaration, signed and notarized. Contractor certification on key personnel for the contract. List of contractor pledged to the contract. Certificate of availability of construction equipment. Certificate of availability of construction minimum material testing apparatus. Narrative description of construction methods. Cons- Construction schedule and escort. Manpower schedule. Major equipment utilization schedule. Safety and health program. Omnibus sworn affidavit. Signed and notarized. Anti-trafficking in persons management plan or the TIP. Qualification of key personnel proposed to be assigned to the contract. Affidavit of site inspection, signed and notarized. With attached JPEG picture. Certification certifying that Al-Amin Builders is using concrete mix from the DPWH accredited concrete batching plant, signed and notarized. Passed. For the financial component of Al-Amin Builders, bid form, summary of bid prices, bill of quantities, detailed estimates, cash flow by quarter and payment schedule, site paginated. For Al-Amin Builders, the bid amount is 9,918,422 pesos and 72 centavos. Again, 9,918,422 pesos and 70 centavos without discount offered. Mr. Chair, may I proceed to the next bidder?
Yes, please.
Okay, the next bidder is NDP Construction Development. For the technical component, paginated and with side tabbing. Table of contents. Certificate of Egypt's registration, regular contractor's license, statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, single largest completed contract or SLCC, computation of net financial contracting capacity or NFCC, annual income tax return, tax clearance certificate, bid securing declaration, signed and authorized, contractor's organizational chart for the contract, Contractor certification on key personnel for the contract. Key personnel's affidavit of commitment to work for the contract. List of contractors' equipment pledged to the contract. Certificate of availability of construction equipment. Certificate of availability of construction minimum material testing apparatus. Narrative description of construction methods. Construction schedule and scope. Manpower schedule. Major equipment utilization schedule. Safety and health program. Omnibus sworn affidavit. Signed and authorized. Anti-trafficking and person management plan or the TIP. Qualification of key personnel proposed to be assigned to the contract. Affidavit of site inspection, signed and authorized with attached JUTAG picture. Certification certifying that NDP Construction Development is using concrete mix from DPWH accredited concrete batching plant, signed and authorized. Passed. For the financial component, table of contents, side tabbing, and paginated. Bid form. Summary of bid prices. Bill of quantities. Detailed estimates. Cost flow by quarter and payment schedule. The bid amount of NDP. 9,917,288 pesos and 50 centavos. 52 centavos. Again, 9,917,288 pesos and 52 centavos without discount offered. Ms. Chair, may proceed. Okay, the next bidder is Alpha Hut Builders and Enterprises. For the technical component, table of contents, paginated, and with side tabbing. Certificate of Egypt's registration. Regular contractor's license. Statement of all ongoing government and private projects. Statement identifying the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid. Net financial capacity or NFCC. Tax clearance certificate. Bid securing declaration signed and authorized. Organizational chart. List and qualification of key personnel to be assigned to the contract. List of equipment owned or leased and or under purchase agreement leads to the proposed contract. Certificate of availability of construction equipment, signed and authorized. Equipment lease, rent contract, certificate of equipment availability, signed and authorized. Construction schedule and escort, per CPM diagram. Manpower schedule. Equipment utilization schedule. Contractors construction safety and health program. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and authorized. Anti-trafficking and person management plan or the TAP. Compliance to project and contract management application, PCMA. Affidavit of site inspection, signed and authorized, and with attached QTAG picture. Certification certifying that Alpha Hut Builders and Enterprises is using concrete mix, asphalt mix from DPWH accredited concrete batching plant, signed and authorized. Passed. Okay, for the financial component of Hut Builders, table of contents, side tabbing, and paginated. Bid form. Summary of bid prices. Bill of quantities. Detailed cost estimates. Summary sheet of labor rates, equipment rentals, and material prices. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule. Okay, the bid amount of Alpha Hut Builders. 9,902,240 pesos only. Napatay dali ha. Maklaro yan ko. 9,902,940 and 6 centavos. Again, 9,900,240 pesos and 6 centavos without discount offered. Ms. Chair, that is all for contract ID 25KG0040.
Okay, thank you. Pero please proceed to the next ID number. Before we will start reading with the next ID number 25KG0041, right? So may I allow me to announce the eligibility of all the participating bidders of these three civil works projects. All participating bidders are eligible. So now, Engineer Sukarno, please proceed to the next ID number, please.
Thank you, Ms. Chair. For contract ID 25KG0041 for the concreting of Barangay Matampay FMR Barangay Matampay, Matungao, Lanao del Norte. The first bidder is Al-Amin Builders. For the technical component, table of contents, side tabbing, and paginated. Certificate of Field Jeeps registration, regular contractor's license, statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, single largest completed contract or SLCC, computation of net financial contracting capacity, NFCC, tax clearance certificate, bid securing declaration, signed and notarized, contractor's organizational chart for the contract, contractor certification and key personnel for the contract, list of contractors' equipment, pledge to the contract, certificate of availability of construction equipment, certificate of availability of construction minimum material testing apparatus, narrative description of construction methods, construction schedule and its curve, manpower schedule, major equipment utilization schedule, safety and health program, omnibus sworn affidavit, signed and authorized, anti-trafficking and person management plan or the TIP, compliance to project and contract management application, PCMA, affidavit of site inspection, signed and authorized with attached JUTAG picture. Certification certifying that Al-Amin Builder is using concrete mix from the DPWH accredited concrete batching plant, signed and authorized. Passed. For the financial component of Al-Amin Builders, table of contents, side tabbing, and paginated bid form. Summary of bid prices, bill of quantities, detailed estimates, cash flow by quarter and payment schedule. For Al-Amin Builders, the bid amount is 9,846,261 pesos and 49 centavos. Again, 9,846,261 pesos and 49 centavos without discount offered. Mr. Chair, may I proceed? Okay, for the next bidder is NDP Construction Development. For the technical component, table of contents, pagination, and with side tabbing. Certificate of Field Jeeps, certificate of Field Jeeps registration, regular contractor's license, statement of all government and private contracts, single largest completed contract, computation of net financial contracting capacity, tax clearance certificate, bid securing declaration, signed and notarized, contractor's organizational chart for the contract, contractor certification and key personnel for the contract, List of contractors' equipment pledged to the contract. Certificate of availability of construction equipment. Certificate of availability of construction minimum material testing apparatus. Narrative description of construction methods. Construction schedule and scope. Per CPM. Manpower schedule. Major equipment utilization schedule. Safety and health program. Omnibus sworn affidavit. Signed and authorized. Anti-trafficking and person management plan or the TIP. Qualification of key personnel proposed to be assigned to the contract, PCMA. Affidavit of site inspection, signed and authorized with attached JUTAG picture. Certification certifying that NDP Construction Development is using concrete mix from DPWH accredited concrete batching plant, signed and authorized. Passed. For the financial component of NDP Construction Development, table of contents, side tabbing, and paginated. Bid form. Summary of bid prices. Bill of quantities. Detailed estimates. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule. For NDP, the bid amount is 9,845,127 pesos and 31 centavos. Again, 9,845,127 pesos and 31 centavos without discount offered. Ms. Chair, may I proceed? Okay, for the next bidder is Alpha Hut Builders and Enterprises. For the technical component, table of contents, side tabbing, and paginated. Certificate of Egypt's registration, regular contractor's license, business permit, ayan, Alpha Hut. Ano to yan? Statement of all ongoing government and private projects. Statement identifying the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid. Net financial capacity computation. Tax clearance certificate. Bid securing declaration signed and authorized. Contractors organizational chart. List of qualification of key personnel to be assigned to the contract. List of equipment owned or leased and or under purchase agreements pledged to the proposed contract. Certificate of availability of construction equipment signed and authorized. Construction methods statement. Construction schedule and scope. Per CPM diagram. Manpower schedule. Equipment utilization schedule. Contractors, construction safety and health program. Okay. Anti-trafficking and person management plan or the TIP. Compliance of project and contract management application, the PCMA. Affidavit of site inspection, signed and authorized with attached geotag picture. Certificate, certifying that Alpha HUD Builders and Enterprises is using concrete mix, asphalt mix from DPWH accredited concrete batching plant, signed and authorized. Passed. For the financial component of Alpha HUD Builders, table of contents, side tabbing, and paginated bid form. Summary of bid prices, bill of quantities, detailed cost estimates, summary sheet of labor rates, equipment rentals, and materials prices. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule. For Alpha Builders, the bid amount is 9,902,981 pesos and 55 centavos. Again, 9,900,281 pesos and 55 centavos without discount offered. 9 million. And consistent ang figure o in words. So, ang in words, 9,902,000. So, 900, ano na? 9,900,000. Sakto. 9,900,000, 281 pesos and 55 centavos. Okay. 900,000, 281 and 55 centavos. No discount offered. What's the last? For the last bidder for contract ID 55KG0041, Alcaud Construction and Supply. For the technical component, table of contents, pagination, side tabbing, certificate of business, certificate of field jobs registration, regular contractor's license, certificate of business name registration, statement of single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid. NFCC. Annual income tax return. Tax clearance certificate. Bid securing declaration signed and authorized. Contractor's organizational chart for the contract. List of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data. Signed and authorized. List of contractors, major construction, and laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contract, supported by certification of availability. Certificate of availability of equipments, signed and authorized. List contract agreement, certificate of availability of list equipments, construction methods. Tingnan yung mic na yan. Iklaro na yung mic. PERT CPM and network diagram. Construction schedule and scope. Equipment utilization schedule. Contractors, construction safety and health program. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and authorized. Anti-traffic, Anti-trafficking in person management plan or the TIP. Compliance to project and contract management application, PCA main. Affidavit of site inspection, signed and authorized. With attached JUTAG picture. Certification for concrete mix. The undersigned manager may be hereby informed that the DPWH Lanao del Norte office that Alcout Construction Supply had been usual practice using concrete mix with GG Horizon, another DPWH accredited concrete batching plant, signed and authorized. Passed. For the financial component of Alcaud Construction Supply, table of contents, side tabbing with pagination, bid form, bill of quantities, summary of bid prices, detailed estimates, summary sheet, cash flow by quarter and payment schedule, for Alcaud. The bid amount is 9,840,591 pesos and 49 centavos. Again, 9,840,591 pesos and 49 centavos without discount offered. Monata? Ms. Chair, that is all for 25 KG 0041.
Okay, thank you. That will be the last ID number. Oh, we have another one. 42.
One more.
Okay, sige, please proceed, Engineer Hadinor.
For the last contract ID to be for infra projects to be today, Alamin Builders for contract ID 54 KG 0040. 40?
Nagkamali ang kuan alamin. So kuan we are requesting the representative of Al-Amin to come here in the conference room. Si Al-Amin representative from Al-Amin. Please explain me what happened to his kuan.
Okay, we are supposed to read contract IDs 20, 25 PG 0042, but the submitted document for technical component of Alamin is 25 KG 0040 for the technical component.
How about the inside folder wherein this the envelope outside cover is ID number 42,
42.
and the content
The content for technical component is 40. For the financial, tanaw na to?
for the financial.
42 for the financial
So
component.
all contents of that kuan envelope is kuan na. Oh, it's not consistent all. No, the financial and the technical and even the cover page of the outside envelope. So
The outside cover of envelope is correct, 42.
okay, but the
But the content for the
the financial and the technical, but the technical. So even that is kuan.
okay, for technical component is 40, and for the financial is 42. Then the cover page of the envelope is 42.
Members, may I ask the uh, advice of the members of what will we do with the Al-Amin inconsistent bid proposal, contents of the bid proposal for technical and financial admin. May I ask the comment of our members? Tulod, may I ask the comment for the inconsistent.
The scenario is for the contract ID 25 PG 0042, the cover page now for the envelope cover page is 25 kg 0042, which is correct. But the content inside the envelope, the technical component is 25 kg 0040, and the financial component is 25 kg 0042. So there is an inconsistent document inside the envelope, 42 and 40.
Supposedly, we are calling the attention of the representative of the Al-Amin, but he is not around to explain his bid proposal. So, what? So, what? So you move. So you move. There's a there's a motion to move for a 1 minute break. Okay, so the opening of bids of 25 kg 0042 is temporarily suspended. Katong permiro na to nga So now we are already resume our 1 minute break. So the decision of the members for Al-Amin builders who have submitted an inconsistent bid proposal in his envelope. So the decision is Al-Amin builders is non-complying. So now we will proceed to the next bidder, Engineer Hajinur.
Okay, let us proceed. The next bidder is NDP Construction Development for the concreting of Barangay Napo, FMR, Barangay Napo, Linamon, Zamboanga, Linamon, Lanao del Norte. Okay, for the technical component, table of contents, pagination, and with side tabbing. Certificate of PhilGIPS registration, regular contractor's license, statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, single largest completed contract, computation of net financial contracting capacity, tax clearance certificate, bid securing declaration signed and authorized, contractor's organizational chart for the contract, contractor certification on key personnel for the contract, list of contractors' equipment pledged to the contract, certificate of availability of construction equipment, certificate of availability of construction minimum material testing apparatus, narrative description of construction methods, per CPM, manpower schedule, major equipment utilization schedule, safety and health program, omnibus sworn affidavit, anti-trafficking and person management plan or TIP, qualification of personnel proposed to be assigned to the contract, affidavit of site inspection signed and authorized with attached JPEG picture. Certification certifying that NDP Construction Development is using concrete mix from DPWH accredited concrete batching plant. Signed and authorized. Passed. For the financial component of NDP, okay. Table of contents, side tabbing, and paginated. Bid form. Summary of bid prices. Bill of quantities. Detailed estimates. Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule. For NDP Construction Development, the bid amount is 9,845,445 pesos and 80 centavos. Again, 9,845,445 pesos and 80 centavos without discount offered. Yun na nila. So, ano isa ko? Ms. Chair, may I proceed? The next bidder is Alpha Hut Builders and Enterprises for the technical component, table of contents, pagination, and side tabbing. Certificate of Field Jeeps registration, regular contractor's license, statement of all ongoing government and private projects, statement identifying the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid. Net financial capacity computation, NFCC. Tax clearance certificate. Bid securing declaration, signed and authorized. Organizational chart. List and qualification of key personnel to be assigned to the contract. List of equipment of leased and or under purchase agreements reads to the proposed contract. Certificate of availability of construction equipment signed and authorized. Construction method statement. Construction schedule and its curve. Per CPM diagram. Manpower schedule. Contractors construction safety and health program. Omnibus sworn statement signed and authorized. Anti-trafficking and person management plan or the TIP. PCMA. Affidavit of site inspection signed and authorized with attached JPEG picture. Certification certifying that Alpha Hut Builders and Enterprises is using concrete mix, asphalt mix from DPWH accredited concrete batching plant signed and authorized. Passed. For the financial component of Alpha Hut Builders, table of contents, side tabbing, and paginated bid form. Summary of bid prices, bill of quantities, detailed cost estimates, summary sheet of labor rates, equipment rentals, and material prices, cash flow by quarter, and payment schedule. For Alpha Builders, the bid amount is 9,902,000. Sorry. 9,900,200 pesos and 28 centavos. Again, 9,900,200 pesos and 28 centavos without discount offered. Last to? Get your last? Ms. Chair, that is all for 25 KG 0042.
Okay, thank you, Engineer Hajinor. So that will complete the bidding for our civil works for 3 projects. So now the result of this bid will be subject for bid evaluation and post qualification. So now we will proceed to the bidding of goods.
Okay, for the procurement of goods, for PR number 25-03-024, for the purchase of materials for regravelling of shoulders along Iligan City, Marawi Road, via Bito, Abaga at 1539 to 85. The first bidder is San Isidro Labrador Hardware. Business permit, tax clearance certificate, certificate of business registration, certificate of LGIPS registration, omnibus sworn statement, the bid amount is 996,253 pesos and 50 centavos. Again, 996,253 pesos and 50 centavos without discount offer. For the next bidder is Alpha Hut Builders and business permit, certificate of business name registration, tax deduction certificate, certificate of LGIPS registration, omnibus sworn. The bid amount is 997,002 pesos only. Again, 997,002 pesos only. Morata? Same ID? The next bidder for PR number 25-03-024, Met, 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 Metronics Trading and Services, business permit, tax clearance certificate, certificate of LGIPS registration, Omnibus sworn statement. The bid amount is 997,750 pesos only. Again, 997,750 pesos only without discount offered. Ms. Chair, may I proceed? Okay, for PR number 25, does 03, does 025. For PR number 25, the 03, the 025, for the purchase of materials for preventive maintenance of national roads, repainting of guardrails and signages at Iligan City, Marawi Road. The first bidder is Florian Construction and Supply. For the technical component, certificate of incorporation, business permit, tax clearance certificate, certificate of business name registration, certificate of LGIPS registration, statement of all ongoing government private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, is LCC, net financial contracting capacity, bid securing declaration, omnibus sworn statement, signed and authorized. For the financial proposal of Florian, bid form, the bid amount of Florian Construction Corporation is 987,000. Again, 987,000 only without discount offered. Okay, that is all for 25-03-025. Ms. Chair, may I proceed to the next ID? The next ID is PR number 25-03-026 for the purchase of complete uniforms, PPEs for field forges and the maintenance of national roads and bridges along the Lanao del Norte area. The first bidder is North Sapphire Trading. Omnibus sworn statement. Certificate of business name registration. Certificate of field GIPS registration. Tax clearance certificate. Okay. For North Sapphire Trading, the bid amount is 578,225 pesos. Again, 578,225 pesos only without discount offered. Next. Okay, next ID. Shall I proceed, Ms. Chair? For PR number 25-03-027. Saan naman pag-upload na? Ito? Ayan. For the purchase of, for, and the preventive and corrective maintenance of service vehicle and BHME assigned to the maintenance section. The first is FAS Enterprises, OPC. Certificate of Field Jeeps registration. Tax clearance certificate. Bid securing declaration. Omnibus sworn statement. NFCC. The bid amount of APES Enterprises OPC. 472,750 pesos only. Again, 472,750 pesos only without discount offered. Sarah? The next ID is PR number 25-03-028. Purchase of materials for preventive maintenance of national roads. Patching of concrete and bituminous pavements at Linamon, Zamboanga Road. The first bidder is North Sapphire Trading. Omnibus sworn statement. Certificate of Field Jeeps registration. Tax clearance certificate. The bid amount of North Sapphire Trading, 963,900 pesos. Again, 963,000 and 900 pesos only without discount offer. Purto, no? Again, the bid amount of North Sapphire is 963,900 pesos only. 963,900. Okay, that is all for 25 the 03 the 028. The next PR number, PR number 25 the 03 the 029 for the purchase of materials for preventive maintenance of national roads, repainting of edge line and center line at Iligan City, Marawi Road. The first bidder is North Sapphire Trading. Omnibus sworn statement, certificate of business. The bid amount of North Sapphire Trading, 991,850 pesos. Again, 991,850 pesos only without discount offer. 850. 991,850. Oh, next ID. Next ID is 25-03-030 for the purchase of materials of preventive maintenance of national roads and highways, repainting of its line center line at Linamon, Zamboanga Road. The first bidder, Florian Construction and Supply. Certificate of incorporation, business permit, tax return certificate, certificate of field statement of bidder single largest completed contracts similar to the contract to be bid. Statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. NFCC, bid securing declaration, omnibus sworn statement, the bid amount of Florian Construction and Supply, 987,500 pesos only. Again, 987,500 pesos only without discount offer. Next ID. PR number 25-03, 031. The first, uh, that is for the purchase of materials for regravelling of shoulders along Linamon Ganas Tubod Ganase Road. The first bidder is Mictronics Trading and Services. Certificate of Field Gyps registration. Certificate of tax clearance certificate. Omnibus sworn statement. The bid amount of Mictronics Trading and Services, 698,600 pesos only. Again, 698,600 pesos only without discount offered. The next bidder is San Isidro Labrador Hardware. Certificate of Field Gyps registration. Tax clearance certificate. Business permit. Certificate of business name registration. Omnibus sworn statement. The bid amount of San Isidro Labrador, 699,650. Again, 699,650 pesos only without discount offered. The next bidder is Alpha Hut Builders and Enterprises. Certificate of Field Gyps registration. Certificate of business name registration. Tax clearance certificate. Statement of all ongoing government and private projects. SLCC. Omnibus sworn statement. NFCC. The bid amount of Alpha Hut Builders, 699,000. 699,475 pesos only. Again, 699,475 pesos only without discount offered. Next. Okay. The next ID is PR number 25-03-032. It is a purchase of materials for regravelling of shoulders along the Zamboanga Road. 1535 plus 950 to 154400. The first bidder is Mictronics Trading and Services. Certificate of Field Gyps registration. Business permit. Certificate of business name registration. Tax clearance certificate. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and notarized. The bid amount of Mictronics Trading and Services, 512 pesos and 972 oh, sorry, 512,972 pesos. Again, 512,972 pesos only without discount of food. The next bidder is San Isidro Labrador Hardware. Certificate of Field Gyps registration. Tax clearance certificate. Business permit. Certificate of business name registration. Omnibus sworn statement. The bid amount of San Isidro Labrador is 513,743 pesos only. Again, 513,743 pesos only without discount offered. The next bidder is Alpha Hut Builders and Enterprises. Certificate of Egypt's registration. Certificate of business name registration. Statement of all ongoing government or private contracts. Statement of bidders single contracts. SLCC. Bid securing declaration. Omnibus sworn statement. NFCC. The bid amount of Alpha Hut Builders is 513,614 pesos and 50 centavos. Again, 513,614 pesos and 50 centavos. Okay. Okay, this is the last number to be bid for today. PR number 25-03-034. Yep. 2034 for the purchase of materials for repair of concrete pavement and base course along Junction National Highway to Tubod Wharf Road. ABC. The ABC is 220,048 pesos and 39 centavos. That's correct? For the first bidders, Alpha Hut Builders and Enterprises. Certificate of Field Gyps registration. Certificate of business name registration. Tax clearance certificate. Statement of all ongoing government and private projects. Statement identifying the bidders, single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid. Bid securing declaration, signed and notarized. Omnibus sworn statement. Net financial capacity computation, NFCC. For Alpha Builders, the bid amount is 219,612 pesos. Again, 219,612 pesos only, without discount offered. Wala na? Okay, Madam Chair, that is all for the procurement for today.
Okay, thank you, Engineer Hajinor. So that ends our bid opening this morning. So what will be the pleasure of the members? Next, it has been moved and seconded. So the bid opening this morning is adjourned.